Hi, I'm Jacob Hornberger, President of the Future of Freedom Foundation, and I'm back to talk to you again about our annual end-of-year fundraising drive. If you haven't yet made a donation to FFF, we hope that you'll go to our website, fff.org, click on Subscribe and Support, and send us a donation. It is with your support that we're able to spread ideas on liberty. I'd like to talk to you a little bit this week on the issue of gun control. This is an issue that we have considered of the utmost importance since our inception. In fact, one of our big books, big selling books, is The Tyranny of Gun Control. Some of you may have heard about all of the increase in ammunition sales and gun sales that have been taking place in the last few weeks. And I'm sure the gun control crowd, they're going to go ape over this, and they're going to say, oh, this is going to result in violence in society and so forth. Well, that's just ludicrous. I mean, the fact is that the more people are armed in a society, the freer society that is, the safer society, the more peaceful that society. Now, what the gun control crowd doesn't want to recognize is that the root cause of most of the violence in American society is the drug war. One of their favorite government programs that's been going on for decades, and all it's produced is a bunch of violence and damage and destruction and destroying people's lives. But rather than repeal that source of the violence, they, of course, want to move to a new intervention to fix the problems with the previous intervention, and that new intervention is gun control. Well, there's an implicit assumption that the gun control crowd makes, and it's a ridiculous assumption. They say, murderers will obey gun control laws, and so if we just make the guns possessions illegal, murderers will stop using them. Well, this is ridiculous. I mean, think about it. If murderers aren't going to obey a law against murder or rape or robbery or whatever, what are the chances that they're going to obey a gun control law? It's ridiculous. They're not going to. And so who does the law disarm then? It disarms peaceful people, people that would protect themselves against the murderers and the rapists and the thieves and stuff. People like you and me that are concerned about being convicted of a felony and being sent to the penitentiary. That's who they disarm. So they actually make things less safe. I mean, look at where the murderers and the terrorists strike. They strike where they know people are disarmed. That's the latest lesson in this Mumbai massacre, Virginia Tech, Columbine. Have you noticed that the murderers and the terrorists never go and strike at gun shows where people are well armed? Well, there's a reason for that. There's a story of a robber from here in Virginia that he kept committing his robberies in Maryland. And he finally got caught, and they asked him, why'd you go all the way into Maryland to commit your robberies? And he said, because everybody in Virginia is armed. Well, that's the point, that a well-armed society is a peaceful society, it's a safer society. Now, those people that say, well, the Second Amendment's about hunting deer, that's ludicrous too. Doesn't have anything to do with hunting deer. The real core purpose of the Second Amendment, and that's why our ancestors put it there, was to protect against tyranny. And the Supreme Court just pointed that out in the latest Washington, D.C. gun control case. And Judge Kaczynski of the Ninth Circuit, he called it a doomsday provision. He says that, that gun ownership provides the means to resist tyranny, and that people who allow themselves to get disarmed will make that mistake only once, because they will never get another chance to do it. And so not only do all these people that are stocking up on guns and weapons and so forth, not only are they prepared to resist tyranny in the unlikely event that were ever able to happen, it also serves as a deterrent to would-be tyrants. Because they sit there and say, hey, I'm not sure I want to grapple with all those Americans out there that are well-armed and know how to use their weapons. So the essence is that the right to keep and bear arms, it keeps us safe, it keeps us free, it is the essential prerequisite of a free society, which is exactly why we promote it, we advance it, and this is why we need your support, to spread these kind of ideas, these ideas on liberty. Again, if you haven't made a donation to us, we greatly appreciate you doing so. You go to our website at fff.org, click on subscribe and support, and send us as large a donation as you can. So thank you very much for your consideration. Again, we want to wish you a very happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thank you very much for your support of the Future of Freedom Foundation and your dedication to freedom.